transcription, we're going to go from DNA to RNA. Now, for translation, we're actually going to go from RNA, see if I have this picture here, to a polypeptide. That is a nice fancy name for a protein. Poly means many, and I'm going to teach you right now that a peptide are the bonds that are formed between amino acids. Polypeptide, many amino acid bonds. Recall that amino acids are going to be the monomers that make a protein. So translation, you're translating to a different language. We're going from nucleic acid language to protein language. So you have to translate in order to get to an entirely different language. And we're ultimately going to use amino acid monomers to build a much larger protein. We use the sequence of nucleotides of RNA. So here I can see RNA in red, the sequences. We use these sequences to code for these amino acids. In fact, we use a series of 3 base, it says words, I want to say letters actually. So it's 3 of those nitrogenous bases. Every 3 is going to be called a codon, and each codon codes for 1 amino acid. So I show you this. Here I have U. That's 3. That's a codon. That's going to code for, let's say, the square amino acid. That's 1 amino acid. Okay. The next 3 bases in that mRNA, GGC, is going to code for the next amino acid, that circle amino acid, and so forth with all these codons to code for those other amino acids. Appreciate that down here I have U again, a triple U codon, just like the previous one. Well, check it. Look at the amino acid. It's a square as well. It's the same amino acid. So there's a translation that occurs. The sequence of the mRNA determines what amino acid gets added. Recall our amino acids that I showed you guys in previous lectures. We have 20 amino acids that are common to all living systems. There are some amino acids that change ever so much with different organisms, but these 20 are common for all living organisms. All living organisms. I'm not just talking about humans now. I'm talking about from humans all the way to the tiny little insect that you guys see out there. I'm talking about bacteria. I'm talking about protists. All these different living systems use these similar amino acids to build protein. That's quite impressive.